All right. Here we go. We'll go over here. Oh, yes. It's happening. Yeah. It is I, your host, PoGokeRo, with another pirate broadcast. Yes. Good afternoon. Yo, what's up? It is I, PoGokeRo, playing. I'm in my Billionaire's line here, working on it. I've got some blocks to go. But what brings me here today, my fellow faithful future listeners and viewers, is today or yesterday, Corey Lewandowski talked mad smack in the House Judiciary Committee. Mad smack. Dude thought he was clever. And he handled the Democrats pretty well. He pretty much stonewalled them. It was great. But then the Democrats were like, yo, let's bring in a lawyer. And that lawyer owned him. That lawyer made Corey Lewandowski look like an idiot. Well, because he is an idiot, right? Then he just made him what he is. So Corey Lewandowski said under oath, he said this under oath, that he has no obligation, turn this down a bit, that he has no obligation to tell the truth to the media. He can lie to the media all he wants. That's what he said. Freely. He said this of his own free will. He said this under oath. And everyone was like, oh! So that's pretty crazy, right? That's pretty nuts. I'm like, wow. Dude just admitted, destroyed his media credibility on before the whole world, the whole country. Everyone watched him destroy his media credibility. He just said he lies to the media. He has no obligation to tell the truth to the media. So if you want to know the truth about what Corey Lewandowski says, you have to either get him under oath or know him personally in a certain kind of atmosphere. Otherwise, if you're just a member of the public like me, and you want to know what Corey Lewandowski thinks about anything, you're going to hear it through the media. And Corey Lewandowski lies to the media. So, in other words, you can never trust anything that Corey Lewandowski says to the media. You have to be in his special club. You have to be in a special club to have that benefit. And I'm like, what? What? You want to be a public servant, and this is how you conduct yourself, Corey Lewandowski? You lie to the media. but to drive this point home, right? To show you that Corey Lewandowski just destroyed his credibility before the media. Right after he did this show, he got a spot on CNN. He's like, yeah, I lie to the media. And CNN's all, oh, really? Can you come lie to us? Oh, my God. So, yeah, like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. So that happened. Corey Lewandowski was a campaign manager for the Trump campaign. So, oh, my God, look at that. That's scary. Oh, I just got knocked off. Yeah, they were gonna own me. Oh my. Oh my. Ow. Alright, I don't have a bed with me. No. Oh, they come underwater? Oh, now I got zombies. Yeah, pardon this interruption. I had no idea I was gonna get swamped by freaking bats. And now zombies. And skeletons, oh my. Ow. Little baby zombie. Ah. So you can tell I'm wearing god armor. Because like I'm just ignoring the fact that I'm getting shot 1,000 times. I'm like, I don't care. Here, F5 that stuff. Check that out. Woo! Yeah, arrows? What arrows? I feel nothing. Okay, hey, check that out. It's up there. Can we get up there? Pop, pop, pop. 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 Oh, yes. Alright, so... Well, I have to wait till daytime. Because those bats are going to wreck my day. I'm just going to sit here instead. Oh, crap. I guess not. That way? Nope, because there's no floor. Go up one. Alright, here, just do this later. So, we find out that Corey Lewandowski is a big fat liar. And he admitted it on television. And, and some other deal is that it's pretty likely that he and Hope Hicks had an affair going on. So that's the joke, right? Of my intro screen. That's the joke. But yeah. Anyways, you got to. I don't know. All right. So speaking of intelligence failures, of credibility issues, there's this country called Saudi Arabia with this ruler called Mohammed bin Salman. This dude is off. Well, his country is totalitarian. They have a really strict control on their people, and it's theocracy. And yeah, people aren't free, but the people are resisting. They want to try. They want to be free. They do terrible things like drive cars, when they're not supposed to, or like not cover their hair, or associate with who they want. And these are crimes that are just ridiculous to the ruling elites. So yeah, they enact punishment on the people. It's awful. One of the things you can't do in this country is embarrass the rulers by speaking the truth. If you speak the truth, then the rulers get embarrassed, and they don't like that. So they come and hurt you. Well, this is a journalist, a guy who reports on things, who saw what was coming, so he left. He's like, forget you guys, I'm out of here. And he went over to the United States, that shining beacon of freedom. He came to the United States and he got a job with the Washington Post. He was here legally. He was a legal resident. He wasn't a citizen, so he didn't get to vote, but he is a human. He has all those rights, and he has the same rights. He's human. The Constitution covers everybody, and it doesn't cover them in as much as it restricts governments. Well, our government specifically, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going off the tracks. Back on point. So Jamal Khashoggi saw what was coming, and he left, and he went to America, where he continued to tell the truth as a reporter or as a writer for the Washington Post newspaper. But he was still legally a Saudi citizen, so there are certain legal things he had to do. But he knew better than to go back to Saudi Arabia, because he knew they were coming for him. So he instead went to this country called Turkey, uh, which is like a mutual ally, I guess. And in Turkey, there's a Saudi consulate that he could go to and do his official business without actually stepping in Saudi Arabia. Well, when he went there, Mohammed bin Salman sent some goons over to the consulate in Turkey, and they murdered him. And it was awful, with a bone saw. Now, here's the thing. It wasn't just that they murdered him. It's that, again, this is a smart guy. Jamal Khashoggi, he's a smart guy. Like, he knew things were up. And so when it happened, he pressed call or something on his cell phone. And he called someone. And it recorded the whole thing of him screaming in agony as they tortured him and dismembered him, living as conscious. He was awake while they cut him to pieces, cut with a bone saw. Like, it was awful. And everyone's like, "Yo, man, we got all this information that you guys did this, Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman." And Mohammed bin Salman's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So they have no credibility, is what I'm saying. He has no credibility. Like Corey Lewandowski, Mohammed bin Salman has no credibility. So that's one key point. This is important because the next thing that's coming up is the Saudi oil refineries got hit with a drone attack. This drone attack came from the north, came from Iraq. So Iran could not have done it because it would have come from the northwest over the Strait of Hamas or over the ocean, whatever, the Persian Gulf. It would have come over the Persian Gulf, and it didn't. It came north. So it looked like it came, and it didn't come from Kuwait. So it came from Iraq. So everyone's like, "Oh, who did it?" But immediately, Mohammed bin Salman, the dude who's lying about murdering Jamal Khashoggi, that dude is now saying, oh guys, it's Iran, believe us. Yeah, no. Hey, it's daytime, I can go out. Okay. So, yeah, okay, the reason why he's saying that is because he and Trump want to get into a war with Iran. So Seth Abramson wrote a book about this, and I haven't bought it yet, but I need to go buy it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna tell me what's happening. Like, I got hints, a little bit of hints, from his Twitter, but like, I don't really know the story. I just know it has to do with a bunch of people. And there was the other big thing that happened was there was an election in Israel, and Netanyahu lost. His party did not win. His coalition did not win. He did not get the seats to make the government. The first go out of government is going to be with another party. So we're going to see what happens. But this throws a wrench in their plans because they needed Netanyahu was the other guy involved in this. They had this big plan to do this. And if Netanyahu is not in power, then things are complicated. They get messed up. Where are we at? We're almost there to the end of the Billionaires line, but I'm out of blocks. Yeah. So big things are afoot, like huge things are afoot. The other big thing is that so Mohammed bin Salman is saying that Iran did it. The Trump administration is saying, "Oh yeah, we think Iran did it." Japan comes out and says, well, actually, we don't think that. We don't agree. We think it was the Houthi rebels. And everyone's like, oh. So the only ones saying, oh, it's Iran, are the ones you can't trust, which are the Trump campaign, or the Trump administration, and Mohammed bin Salman. Ah, yes. It becomes clear now what is going on. See, Trump is not legitimate. And we know this because he sent, there were 2 other people that were supposed to testify besides Corey Lewandowski, but they refused to show up. They defied the subpoena. So basically, Trump has stonewalled any investigation, any oversight that Congress has over the executive branch. He's taken away their check. So he's breaking the law. What Trump has been doing is over the past months, basically, is place himself above the law. And I'm watching, and the Democrats, they seem to be doing, okay, the way the Democrats are acting, Trump and Nancy Pelosi have the same idea. They both have the same idea. They both want to go to court. But for different reasons, obviously. So Nancy Pelosi wants to go to the courts because that absolves her of any responsibility, any chance of failure. It cements every single little bureaucratic detail you can possibly think of. It gets everything down. Plus, it pushes it back to a more opportune time when they can build more organic support for impeachment because she feels once it winds its way through the courts and they're left with nothing else to do, then they can start applying the bigger stuff. But they have to first do their due diligence and process. And that involves a lot of time. It takes forever. Yeah, you got to write a lot of letters. You have to give them every single possible opportunity to comply. You need to exhaust every single remedy before you go to the courts to say, look, I tried everything, help me out. And then the courts then can be like, all right, we're going to check your work. We're going to see that you dotted all your I's, crossed all your T's. You really did exhaust everything, And then they'll say, all right, since you've done all that stuff, then we can issue an order. And then Nancy Pelosi can start putting the screws on to get more results. Plus, it'll be closer to the election, so she'll get more play out of the stuff. Americans have a short memory, so she'll get more value out of court proceedings or whatever, these big pronouncements, closer to the election. All right, that's her idea. That way the election can absolve her of responsibility for impeachment. She doesn't have to go to the impeachment route. She can let the election handle it. That's the safest bet. That's what she wants. That's exactly what she's aiming for. Okay. So Trump is also going in that same direction, but for a totally different reason. So Trump is above the law by this point. We all see it. He's been above the law for a long time. He's been running bad operations forever. Why didn't the FBI notice all this time before that he ran shady operations? How did this go unnoticed for so long? So Trump is Oh, nice. Okay, hey, perfect. Oh, I picked up some bricks, but these are terracotta. I don't want... Oh, yeah, I guess I got terracotta. Terracotta is what I got. I said, imagine that. All right. Oh, okay, let me ditch some stuff here. One stick. No. One piece of dirt. No. No. Two. No. Wow. One moment as I adjust myself. It will just be a moment to adjust myself. Thank you. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3 here. Get out of here. I need to put something there. Move. One. Okay. Oh, I need a bed. Is what I need. Do I have any wool? String? Ah! I'm gonna go back and get a bed. All right. Enough of that. Russians infiltrated FBI comms. That's kind of crazy. The CIA, we had a spy really high up in the Russian government. Like really high up, like pretty close to Putin. Like in an amazing place. We had a spy. And after Trump invited the Russians into the White House and gave them information, we had to extract our spy. Say, all right, the jig is up because we can't trust Trump. Trump will give it away. So Trump will give away who the spy is, and then Putin will have that spy killed. So we had to get that spy out. We had to extract him. And his family. Oh, there's my bed. All right, so hey, we need to hop out here. So when's the moment to hop out? Now. Okay. Oh, goodbye. I'll work it out somehow. Let's see. 31. And 30. So I can get this bed. I should probably sleep in this bed first, but hey. Alright. I'll get there. Okay. What was I talking about? We lost a high-level Russian spy because Donald blabs his mouth all the time. Insulin price gouging. There are 3 companies that make insulin. There are only 3 companies. And it's pretty clear that they decided to collude and price gouge. That's why insulin's getting more and more expensive. Why aren't there generic kinds? Because I guess it's like biological as opposed to chemical, and so that makes a huge difference in terms of generic. It drives the cost up of generic manufacturing. So it costs almost as much as like the real deal anyways. Which is probably why it should be a government thing, so that the price is standardized. That's just dumb. That it could be monopolized like that. It's like monopolizing water. You can't do that. If it's required for people to live, it shouldn't like be, you know, outrageously expensive, prohibitively expensive. Oh, there's the end of the line. Okay, so put a bed down. And these bats can leave me alone. Sleep. Awake. Okay. Move. Okay. No idea how many went here. Start over. Oh, see, I can't talk now. I gotta like pay attention. What was I even talking about? Ooh, pretty. I'm using the BSL shader today. Don't even need skins if you use a nice shader. So I don't even remember what I was talking about. Insulin price gouging. That's awful. Of course, our medical system is awful. Our medical system is so stupid. Like, it's like the dumbest system on the planet. It's designed entirely to suck value out of the human. Like, that's what I like. Man, imagine how much better off we'll be once we get our healthcare taken care of. Like, geez, dude, the amount of stress that healthcare causes people is outrageous because it's always tied to your freaking job. That's so dumb. It's like the stupidest way ever. But again, right, it's haphazard. It grew organically from a patchwork of nothingness, like bacteria. So yeah, it's gonna be broken and whatever. It wasn't centrally designed. All right. It wasn't centrally designed. It was all messed up. It was not centrally designed. It was a patchwork of bacteria. So yeah, our healthcare is awful. We need to fix it. I am partial to Bernie Sanders, Medicare for everyone. I dig it big time. I think it goes beyond even a lot of other nations. This music's tricky. Alright. I think it goes even beyond other nations in what it does. Which, you know, I'm totally down for. Alright. I mean, I'm just jealous of the UK. I hear their system is great. like doctors would go to your house and everything. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's awesome sauce. It'd be like in the movies when the doctors would go to the house, you know, and the person's in bed. Oh, they're all sick, and the doctor takes out his stethoscope. He's like, oh, can you cough? Yeah. It's all black. Everything is black and white. Yep. Because it was so long ago that ever happened. Yeah, only in movies. Yeah. Oh, so the debates that I didn't weigh in on it too much, but there was a point that I wanted to bring up. So the Democrats had their debate, and it was cool. It was great. Everyone did as everyone thought they would do. I think Joe Biden should bow out. Yeah. And Bernie Sanders, dude, he's a trooper. But yeah, but man, like he's getting up there in age. Elizabeth Warren was great. But I forgot his first name. Julio? Is it Julio Castro? Castro. He brought up an awesome point that I've heard before, and I bring it up again, is to make a Marshall Plan for South America. I mean, look. We should be playing to America's strengths. Now, everyone wants to point to our military and say that's our strength, and I say that's more like a necessity. I mean, it's strong in a certain way, but it's not our strength. Our strength is our economic engine, basically. We can make stuff, and we're pretty good at it. Our infrastructure is pretty good. When we put money in it, it's good. Our engineers know what they're doing. Our machines are fantastic. They can do so much labor because when I was in China, Shanghai, in September of 2000. July. No. When was that? It must have been July. Yeah. Okay, so it was July 2007 in Shanghai. And they're tearing down the old city, the old buildings, and building brand new ones. And what I noticed was it was all done by hand, by manual labor. They didn't have big machines, well, at least the tearing down part. They didn't have big machines, big bulldozers to come in and just push stuff over. They had guys with sledgehammers knocking over, because everything's made of bricks. The old buildings are made of bricks. So they're just knocking over bricks and then using wheelbarrows to wheel them away. But they had so many, the city, Shanghai, was just massive. I couldn't believe how big it was. It just was endless density. I mean, Tokyo was like that too, but yeah. Oh man. I guess Osaka is like that too. So I was just thinking, man, how much faster could they go if they had American machinery to build the roads? Who knew what they were doing and on how to design and create a building, and or, and I'm not saying Chinese don't know how to do it. Of course they know how to do it. But like, I don't know. I just saw there. I'm like, man, you built this giant skyscraper. I mean, now you have these guys walking around with wheelbarrows, knocking down old buildings with sledgehammers by hand. Okay, I guess. And then I went to Laos, and like Laos got like absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Laos, they're like super poor. I came into Laos from the north, from China, on a bus. And yeah, in the north, in the mountainous region, it's like there's no paved roads until you get to a town, and then maybe the main road is paved, and that's it. and then oh man, yeah, that's some poverty. That's some like non-development stuff. So I think, all right, we must have. I've never been to South America. Like the furthest south I've gone is maybe Tijuana when I was like 5. So I barely remember it. But I imagine that there are similar conditions in South America. And I think, man, look at what kind of good could we do by developing with American machinery and know-how, North American, like United States, like how quickly and easy it is for us to make some quality road that for them it would take forever because they would do it by hand. They'd have to secure all the stuff. They'd have to they wouldn't have machines, so they'd do everything by hand. Oh man, yeah, like it's just crazy to think about. So hold on, let me work this out for a second. I need to make more tracks. I have a little bit of iron. I probably should have made more, but yeah, I needed more, but that's all right. So, if we implemented Castro's idea of a Marshall Plan for South America, or Haiti, man, imagine we could totally rebuild Haiti. We could totally rebuild the Bahamas. We could totally rebuild Puerto Rico. In fact, we ought to rebuild those as experiments, because for climate change. They'll be our prototypes, like our Ava 00, Ava 0 units. Because really, they're the future. That's going to be all of us. And for me, that's like an awesome, great creative use of America's power, is to nation build in a way. Yeah, nation, but but not to control, but to have a partner. And I take Japan as an example. I mean, we bombed the hell out of Japan. Japan had nothing left after the war. They were down to nothing. They were reduced to rubble. And the United States implemented a plan to rebuild Japan, and they're the third largest economy in the world. They were number 2 behind America, and I think they went to number 3 behind China. I think America is going to be behind China pretty soon here. But yeah, the United States rebuilt Japan and then into the second largest world economy. So, and that benefited not only Japan but the United States as well, because we have a great trading partner. Until Trump. So I don't see why we can't do the same thing to our island friends and to Mexico and to well, everyone else, Guatemala, because here's the other thing, right? Everyone talks about, why do all these people come here? Why are they coming here? Blah blah blah. They come here because their homes are wrecked. And yeah, dude, if you want to come help them take back their homes from the gangs and fortify them against climate change and help them grow food so they can be self-sustaining, sure, they would love it. That way they wouldn't have to make the 1,000-mile trek through dangerous territory on foot most of the way to come to the United States to claim asylum. Right? So this serves a dual purpose. You can do it to not only develop a trading partner, but you also stop the flow of refugees, because they're not refugees anymore if they don't have to flee. Like they would much rather stay at home than come to a foreign country. Believe me. If they can just make home better, they would love to stay there. Like, who wants to go to a foreign country and be exiled from your home? That's no fun. Hey, what? 92. I need to get to 10,000, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, but I need to get more rail. I can do that. So yeah, Castro's idea of a Marshall Plan for South America is fantastic. And I don't know if Castro's going to be the president, but I think that whoever the president is should take that idea into consideration. That would be amazing. We need to rebuild our allies. See, this whole idea of America first, America alone, because America first means America alone. That's what it means. And it's antithetical to who we are. The United States was never alone, or it shouldn't have been, because when America's alone, America's weak. I mean, look back at our ancient allies. Athens wasn't Athens strong because of just Athens. Athens was part of a greater league. There was the Athenian League. Athens had a whole bunch of allies who all contributed to the common cause. So Athens might have been the greatest jewel in the league, but it wasn't the only one. And when all her allies left her, Athens became weak, and that's what happens. So it's important to cultivate good relations with your allies and to strengthen your allies, because when your allies are strong, you are strong. Donald Trump doesn't understand this. He doesn't get it. So, yes, let's strengthen our South American allies, our island allies. It will be beneficial for them and for us. I'm out of torches. Hee. I'll have to jump out. I don't have a stop here yet. Jump. Come back here. So this is the Billionaire's line. So, okay, yeah, there's a point. If you're just tuning in and you don't know what this is about, this line is the Billionaire's line. Every brick here is $100,000, and we're getting to $1 billion. Let's see. I need to make more rails. Go away, terracotta. I can use the wood to make more sticks. Okay, I need iron. There you go there. Take that one. Become all that, and all that becomes rails. more iron. Out of sticks. Okay, rails. I threw some away too. Okay, I threw a bunch of stuff away. Let's put some stuff back. Alright. So, oh, I need powered rails. Do I have gold? Yay! Okay. So make some room, make some room. Oh, only 22? Oh, man. Okay. Powered rails! There it is. Okay. Go there. I have levers. Do I have any more? I have no more cobblestone. Ha 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 ha. Making some stacks here of bricks because I need to get what's it called? Redstone. Hey, yeah. I need to get levers. I need to make levers. Levers. As well as brick to make stuff. So, well, while I do this, I can talk to you about stuff. What am I talking to you about? Purdue Pharmacy. Purdue Pharmacy is a pharmacy company that makes opioids. And they lost a lawsuit in court where now they have to pay like a ridiculous amount of money. And the owner of that company, of this company, is the Sackler family. They're billionaires. Billionaires, bill with a B. Like multiple billions. Not just one, but multiple billions. So they got rich off of getting people addicted to opioids. And the court ordered them to pay their company a whole bunch of money. So what did this company do? This Sackler family do? They transferred a whole bunch of money all over the place, out of the country, so that it can't be taken for the settlement to pay back. They transferred $1 billion. Like one of the transfers was $1 billion. Yeah, to hide offshore. Yeah, so that they don't have to show it off. Oh yeah. So right now there's a fantastic reporter by the name of Jennifer Cohen. She's reporting about how voting machines are being electronic voting machines are not counting the vote correctly. And that's causing people to lose their election because the electronic voting machines are cheating. And what she found out was that you can set the machine to assign a percentage to each person ahead of time. So that when the votes come in, the machine will automatically adjust the vote count to reach the desired ratio. So if you want this candidate to win by 66% to 37 or to 34 against, no matter how many votes come in, it will automatically adjust the vote tally to make it so it reaches that level. So that means some votes are counted in terms of fractions. Remember the last time we talked about counting people as fractions? Yeah. So Jennifer Cohen has uncovered this shenanigans going on. So these are electronic voting machines. This is why we need to get rid of electronic voting machines. We need hand-marked paper ballots. That's the only way to do it. When you mark it by hand, not by a machine, but by hand. So here in Oregon, that's what we do, and it's pretty cool. And we vote by mail, which is even better. But yeah, our vote, our democracy is under assault. I've been trying to tell you guys that forever. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, all of these shenanigans, because there's one group. Remember, there's one group who is not down with democracy. They are actively going against democracy and trying to break it. Yeah, those are the bad guys. So I need levers. Sure, 55. There we go. I got my levers. What do we got here? I need to ditch stuff. No. Andesite? No. Gravel? No. You know, I'm going to take that andesite because it's better than nothing. I have to get more stone. But I don't want to. Let's just go to the end of these tracks so I can keep talking. Yeah. Okay. Now I got into a Twitter battle, a Twitter kerfluffle with a prominent YouTuber for Minecraft, Silent Whisperer. Silent Whisperer was plugging an event that he did with PewDiePie. And I'm like, oh, PewDiePie, that guy is an alt-right guy. I don't like him. He's done bad stuff in the past, and he continues to do this bad stuff. And immediately, Silent Whisperer accused me of trying to get followers by attacking the #1 guy. I mean, come on, dude. Look at my channel. Do you really think that's what I'm trying to do? I mean, look at my content. Look what I'm doing. But after that, a bunch of people chimed in and like to defend PewDiePie. Now, here's the difference. Okay, because here's the deal. PewDiePie in the past has made racial jokes and a bunch of other stuff like that. He's acted badly. And he's got like 100 million subscribers. This guy has got a huge platform. So what he does matters, whether you like it or not. Now, when the Christchurch shooter went on his rampage and massacred a whole bunch of people, one of the things he did is that he gave a shout out to PewDiePie. So which is telling me that something that PewDiePie is doing is encouraging the white supremacists. Okay, you follow me? Now, PewDiePie saw this and said, okay, I'm going to donate money to the Anti-Defamation League, which is like a Jewish anti-hate group. However, the Nazis and the right-wing people all freaked out and started trolling him and started screaming and crying about it. And so to appease his Nazi fan base, PewDiePie took back his donation. And he says, oh yeah, I'll donate at a later time. I don't know. Let me show you PewDiePie's foil. There's this other prominent young person. She's got like millions and millions and millions of followers. Her name is Taylor Swift. You might know her. She's a pop star. She's a music star. She makes music and evokes feelings out of people. Yeah, she's very popular in the United States. So she has a very big following. So the Nazis wanted to claim Taylor Swift for themselves. They want to say that Taylor Swift is on their side, right? So Taylor Swift came out and explicitly said and explicitly denounced the Nazis. Explicitly said, no, I am not with the Nazis. What they do is stupid. Nazis are dumb. All right, Taylor Swift. What's up with you, PewDiePie? What's up with you? Is Taylor Swift trying to get followers? So yeah, that's going on. That's happening. Oh no, I totally didn't count. And one track fell off the edge. Oh. All right, close enough. So the ball is in your court, PewDiePie. All you have to do is denounce Nazis. You might lose some followers, you might lose some money, but you do the right thing. Okay, the other big news that's been going down that I think has been flying under the radar a lot is Adam Schiff came out with a letter a few days ago. And in this letter, he's told a story. He said the Inspector General of the intelligence community had heard a whistleblower. And this was such a severe complaint that the Inspector General went directly to the Director of National Intelligence, DNI. Now remember, Donald Trump more or less fired the last DNI, Director of National Intelligence. Right, so the one we got right now is acting. And you know how Donald loves his acting people, right? What Donald Trump likes to do is he likes to fire everyone who's competent and then put in just people he can manipulate. Because Donald is staging a coup, and that's what you guys have to understand. Is that, remember, Donald Trump and Nancy Pelosi want to go in the same direction. Nancy Pelosi wants to dot all their I's and cross all their T's for the courts. Donald Trump also wants to go to the courts because he knows the courts take a long time. And what Donald needs to do is take time to remove from the government all the loyal people and put into power all his sycophants, all his loyal people that's loyal to him only. He's like a mob. So basically what's going on is a coup. Is that we got cut off from the head, and now the corruption is moving down into the body, bit by bit. So Donald's like, yeah, sure, dude, go through the courts. It takes you long time. And in that time, we're going to ignore everything the court says. Because what the court's going to do is, at the end, is issue a court order. The court order will order the Justice Department to go arrest this person and do that. And the Justice Department is under control of Trump. So they just won't do it. The attorney general will say, no, we're not going to do it. And then that's the end of that. Damn it. So Trump wants to wait out. Trump and Nancy Pelosi both want to wait out the clock. Second of all, Trump wants to go to the election too because he knows all these machines are rigged. Like we're seeing the extent to which they will go to cheat the election, right? Because they're not into democracy at all. They're into power. So they gerrymander. They use rigged electronic voting machines. They do election fraud, like in North Carolina, where they just don't deliver the votes. They purge voting rolls so that poor people and minorities can't vote. The Russians hack into the voting system and just delete people so that when they go to the vote, they can't do it because they have to do a provisional ballot, which doesn't get counted. Dude, who's shooting me? Oh, this is Christmas music. Hold on. Okay. Ah. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is not good. All right. Look at that huge destruction. What? Oh, berries. All right. All right. Well, I got dirt, right? I picked up dirt. I did pick up dirt. Okay, so... Okay. Whoa, what was I even talking about? Keep the bones in case they find some duggies. Don't need the dirt. Ah! Zombie. Okay. Hold on, let me get going here. Oh, dude. Alright. There we go. So what else do I have to talk about? Taylor Swift was awesome. Kavanaugh. Oh, yeah, Kavanaugh. So Kavanaugh is obviously a bad judge. We all knew this. Everyone knew this. That's why they had to hide the FBI investigation. They had to hinder it because they knew what they were going to find. So Kavanaugh is likely going to get impeached. And we know John Roberts is behind it because John Roberts dismissed all those complaints against him. So we know John Roberts is complicit in the installing of this guy. But John Roberts is a bad guy anyways. We know this. He gutted the Voting Rights Act so that this mess could even happen. Thanks, John Roberts, for destroying the Constitution. Jerk. Man, I did not know I would use so many rails. I have to go back and make more. So what else is going on? Donald, Silent Man. He's a jerk. Kavanaugh. Impeach him. He's corrupt. The Supreme Court is not necessarily what? Legitimate is the word? Yeah. Oh, there's the end. Hey, check it out. Nice. Okay, well I can use these bricks. Wow, I did that almost perfect. Timed it almost perfect. Or whatever, yeah. Shh. Ha, da, 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 da. Alright, whatever, dude. So yeah, what else is going on? Man, I don't know. I can check out Twitter, but I don't want to. Let me just chill here in my Minecraft world. I like these shaders. These are nice shaders. BSL. My coordinates. Oh! I'm here. Is there anything to land on? 10,000. This is it. I'm out in the middle of the ocean. It has to be like 10,025. Like, yeah, dude, I passed it up here. That's the end. This is the end brick. Hey, this is the most special thing I have. A log. There. So from here to there is a billion made of 10,000. Yeah. Okay. I'll just make a platform. Congratulations, you made it to the end of time. This is the billion, the end of the billionaires. That's 10,000 bricks away from where I started. This line in a straight line, 10,000 bricks. Now you may ask yourself, why would you do this, Robert? PoGokeRo? Because you need to understand the forces at work here. Like, I want this to be like the equivalent of you seeing how much space there is in space, because there's a lot. But hey, I'm done with the brick part. I think I just need to make a few more rails, just a few more. Look at that. Nice, nicely done. Yeah, I'll just make a few more rails, make a little box there. Go back to my underground one. Get some obsidian. Make a gate. So I don't have to do the stupid line. Look at that. Ah. Oh boy. So what else is going down? I don't know. But perhaps I should save the end of the Billionaire's line for like later. I'll just prepare for it. How about that? Let me get to my cart. The whole thing. I made this whole thing on camera. That's awesome. It took how many episodes? Like 8? Not even done yet, though. I'm not done. Purdy. There's my cart. Ooh, if we're at the end, I have to start getting charts about quintiles and stuff like that. All right. Woo! Woohoo! That's super long. Well, all right then. I think that's pretty nice. It's a nice long trip. Nice, pretty scenery. If you were not rich, you would never see this. This is the Billionaire's line. Every brick is $10,000 or $100,000, $100,000. So every brick is like a college education. Gone, 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 gone. Like 6 a second. Every 2 bricks is a house, a good house. Maybe not in a city, but yeah. Oh, that's my stop. So we can do it differently this time. If I jump out here. No! Oh, this isn't my stop. Oh man, my stop is far. I had no idea. Oh no, that's my stop. I'm like guessing here. I don't know. No, it's not. Oh no! I have no idea. But it's pretty. I like the way the shaders make the light all soft. And the shadows. I like the shadows. It's the way Minecraft should be. There's my stop. Come back here. Alright. So here's my stop. I'm gonna continue on probably to the end. And on the next show, in the next show. Alright, America. I went through my list here. Big stuff is going on. Oh yeah. So that whistleblower is gonna speak tomorrow morning before some committee, but in private. And then the next week, the director of national intelligence is going to testify publicly. So that's when we find out what's going on. So, all right, America, stay tuned. Things are going down, like quick. I don't know what's happening. I mean, I watch it. I'm just like crazed. I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm exhausted. I don't know. Alright, whatever. I'll catch you next time. Alright, hang in there, guys. You hang in there. You hang in there. It's not over yet. We're in this together. Hang in there. I am lost. I'm no guide, but I'm by your side. Alright, peace.